Doesn't it feel great to be alive? What's up, Chicago Cub YouTube baseball fans? Hope all you guys are having a great and amazing and awesome Wednesday Eve. Also, hope all you guys are having a great Tuesday as well. Happy Tuesday to all of you lovely Chicago Cub YouTube baseball fans, but also happy Tuesday to any of you guys who are new to this channel. As you guys know, tonight on a Wednesday Eve was game 2 of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. And don't you worry, we are going to break down tonight's Tuesday night game in just a little bit, guys, but I wanted to do a couple of things before that, okay? First, I want to give you guys a little update on my brother Casey, who is with the Iowa Cubs. So we'll do that. Then we're going to take a look around the minor league for the Cubs. And then after that, we will break down and get into tonight's game. So make sure if you enjoy tonight's episode, you hit that thumbs up and like, and don't forget to subscribe down below in the comment section. And yeah, let's get tonight's episode underway. So go Cubs. Okay, Chicago Cub YouTube fans, before we also get into everything, I wanted you guys to check out this t-shirt I am wearing, or this baseball t-shirt. This is the official t-shirt of the Red Pocket Mobiles. They are a independent league baseball team in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League. But what is really unique about them is that they are the only team in the Pioneer Independent Baseball League that plays all 96 games on the road, okay? Because the Pioneer League season has 96 regular season games, and the Red Pocket Mobiles play all those games on the road. They do have a YouTube channel, so go to YouTube and type in Red Pocket Mobiles, guys. They have a phenomenal YouTube channel, and it's also really interesting, so go check it out. Okay, so let's kick off with my brother Casey. In case you guys are new to the channel, my brother Casey went to the University of Arkansas. Casey Opitz, he was drafted in the 3rd round in 2020, so during the COVID year, or the pandemic baseball season, got drafted by the Angels, and it was a big decision, for him to either go back to college at the University of Arkansas for 1 more year or sign with the Angels. Obviously, he decided to go back next year. Bippity boppity boo, got signed by the Cubbies. All right. My brother Casey has played at the AAA level with the Iowa Cubs prior. It was only 3 months after he got drafted. He was in Iowa to finish out the 2021 Iowa Cubs regular season. Last year, played with the Knoxville Smokies, and this year was scheduled to begin the season in Double-A Knoxville, but made it to AAA Iowa. Now, if you are watching a lot of the Iowa Cub games, you're probably saying that my brother KC doesn't get in a lot, and you're absolutely right. The Iowa Cubs have 3 catchers on their team. We got Ethan Ern, who is a youngster catcher, very, very good hitter, very impressive. We got Christian Betancourt, who is kind of the old guy mentor on the team. He played at the big league level for the Chicago Cubs like 2 or 3 years ago, and actually last year was playing in AAA ball with the Toronto Blue Jays in Buffalo. And you got my brother Casey. All right. But I did want to give you guys a little update. Casey is doing very well. His girlfriend, Bailey, finally got out to Des Moines, Iowa to see him play. I will, due to my YouTube schedule, I will be unable to see my brother Casey. However, I am going to be able to catch up with him in the fall. My brother Casey was announced earlier today if he would be invited to instructional league in the fall. My brother Casey did accept that. So after the regular season is over, he will go down to Arizona for 4 weeks. And for every single day for 4 weeks, he will do instructional, which is kind of like fall, spring training, and all that. But during those 4 weeks down there, he will only play 1 game. So it's a little different and all that. The past couple of years, Casey got invited, but never really chose to go down there. And now he is. So I will be able to go down there for at least 3 days and catch up with him and all that. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. I know a lot of you guys have actually been asking about him, so definitely wanted to give you guys that little bit of an update. But, if you're going to ask me if my brother Casey will go to the Chicago Cubs big league squad in 2026, I'm probably going to say no. You got to understand, my brother Casey is kind of the emergency catcher right now for the Iowa Cubs. So he really does sit in a tough situation, and it's just not easy to get him and at bat, or a lot of playing time. So, and if you guys know my brother Casey, he is a better catcher than he is a hitter. Struck out a lot last year. I definitely, he took my advice on, going into this season. I was able to give him a lot of tips, but he's doing great, guys, and he watches the channel every single day, and I just wanted to give you guys that little update on him. But now that's all done and over with, it is now time for us to look around the minor league for the Cubs on a Tuesday night. Okay, Chicago Cub YouTube baseball fans, here is a look around the minor leagues tonight for the Cubs. We're going to start in the Dominican Republic, in San Domingo of the Dominican Republic. We have 2 Cub minor league teams down there. So the Cubs Blue squad, okay, Cubs Blue, Dominican Cubs, were at home earlier today against the Dominican Reds. They would be able to get a walk-off W. So, hey, Dominican Cub, what do you say? I got one thing to say, and that is your Dominican Blue Squad win today. They would be able to score 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th, and they would win 6-5. The Dominican Blue Jays were their opponent. The Blue Jays of the Dominican had a 1-run third, a 4-run fourth. For the Dominican Cubs Blue Squad, they would have a 2-run first, they would have a 2-run fifth, and of course a 2-run 7th to fly the W and get a walk-off win. Again, 6-5. The Dominican Blue Jays had 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The Dominican Cubs Blue Squad had 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Now we go to the other Dominican. This is the Dominican Cub official team. They were on the road at the Dominican D-backs. They would lose in a 9-inning ball game, 3-1. All the runs total in this game were actually scored in the first inning. So they would lose 3-1. The Dominican Cub, 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors. The D-backs, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors as well. Next is the AA affiliate, the Knoxville Smokies. They would lose at home to Chattanooga by a final score of 5-3. Chattanooga would have a 2-run first, a 1-run fifth, and a 2-run 6th. That would be it. Knoxville would only score 3 in the 6th. The Middle Beach Pelicans were able to win 12-4 on the road. They would have a 1-run second, a 2-run fourth, a 4-run 6th, and a 5-run 7th. Remember, they did win 12-4. So, hey, Middle Beach Pelicans, what do you guys say? Fly the W. South Bend Cubs would get the win in Fort Wayne by a final score of 4-3. For the South Bend Cubbies, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 8th. They had 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The AAA Iowa Cubbies were at home against Indianapolis today. They would win 13-4. They would have a 1-run first, a 2-run second, a 1-run third, a 2-run fourth, a 3-run fifth, a 3-run 7th, and a 1-run 8th. Iowa Cubs, 13 runs, 16 hits, 1 error, guys. And we just got final down in Arizona, the Battle of Mesa, the Mesa Cubs taking on the Arizona A's. Mesa Cubs won that ball game by a final score of 9-6. The Arizona Cubs, or the Mesa Cubs, they would score 1 in the 4th, 6 in the 5th, and 2 in the 7th for the W. 9 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, guys. Now that is your look around the minor leagues tonight for the Cubbies. I was going to end this episode tonight on the Rockies Cub game, but I don't really think any of us really want to talk about that ball game, do we? I mean, it just wasn't a good game at all. Okay, so instead of talking about tonight's Chicago Cub game of game 2 of a 3-game series between the Rockies and the Cubs, we're actually going to talk about one player that was in tonight's game between the Rockies and the Cubs. However, this is a former Chicago Cub, and he is on the Colorado Rockies, and that is Willie Castro. Willie Castro was traded last season to the Cubs in the second half of the season from the Minnesota Twins. But there is something about Willie Castro I have never talked about on this channel, but it is unique. I don't even think I have ever seen another MLB player do what Willie Castro does when Willie Castro is at the plate batting.